Hey guys, it's Sunday, November 9th, Mercury retrograde again. So this time we're going to look at snap situation. There was some issues with people not understanding or confusion with Ketanji Brown Jackson's Supreme Court ruling on Friday evening. So there's a lot of things that are happening. It's not looking good. Let's get to the punchline here for snap. So let's just look at it and go over the dates and what's going to happen and how long this is going to take to resolve and what happens next for snap.
Snap, what happened and what's next. White heavy check mark key dates and events, starting November 7th, 2025. White heavy check mark Friday, November 7th, 2025. District Court, RI, Judge McConnell. Orders USDA to issue full November SNAP benefits immediately. Rejects partial benefits. First Circuit Court of Appeals, Boston. Denies an administrative stay, meaning does not pause full payment order for the moment. Later that same night, SCOTUS, Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson, issues a temporary administrative stay. Purpose: give First Circuit time to rule. Not a final ruling. Stay expires 2 days after the First Circuit decides. Right arrow, this is where people got confused. Lower court, pay full appeals. Not stopping it right now, SCOTUS. Temporary pause, wait for appeals ruling first. That's Mercury retrograde chaos. White heavy checkmark Saturday through Sunday, November 8th to 9th, 2025. Some states had already begun preparing to send full payments. Others had not yet processed anything beyond partials. USDA instructs states: stop/undo processing full benefits, meaning cancel queued full payments that have not gone out yet, not clawback. Right arrow, no recoupment of funds from households. White heavy checkmark Monday, November 10th, 2025. USDA guidance reinforced. Hold on issuing full benefits, await First Circuit ruling. Most states revert to partial or pending status. White heavy checkmark, what we are waiting for. The First Circuit's decision. They will decide whether to issue a stay pending appeal, meaning white heavy checkmark, if NO stay full November SNAP must be paid. SCOTUS administrative pause expires 2 days later. USDA must resume/complete full benefits.
Got stuck.
Crossmark if yes, stay freeze continues. Partial remains. Case proceeds slowly. Could go back to SCOTUS for a full ruling. Hourglass not done timeline pressure. Every day the First Circuit delays lowers the chance of full November distribution because states need time to process payments. White heavy checkmark expected outcomes, November and December. White heavy checkmark November outlook. Outcome. Probability. Partial benefits continue. 60-80%. Full benefits eventually issued. 20-40%. Heavy checkmark if First Circuit denies stay November full crossmark if First Circuit grants stay November partial only. Right arrow reality check. We are already past November 10th. The longer the delay, the less likely full disbursement becomes. White heavy checkmark December outlook. Outcome. Probability. No benefits. 80-90%. Partial benefits. 10-20%. Full benefits. Less than 10%. Why December is in deep danger. USDA has not authorized December benefits. Shut down, no funding flow. Courts unlikely to resolve the entire appeal by deck. Even if ordered, logistical rollout equals difficult. Right arrow December likely equals none, unless legal miracle. White heavy check mark step by step. What happens next? 1. First Circuit rules. Either grant or deny stay. 2. After ruling, Ketanji Brown Jackson's pause auto expires in 2 days. So whatever First Circuit decides becomes real within 48 hours unless SCOTUS intervenes again. 3. Losing side appeals to Supreme Court. They may request full stay or attempt emergency motion. This cycle could repeat, causing more delay. White heavy checkmark why USDA said undo. This scared people, but here's what it meant. White heavy checkmark, do not issue full benefits going forward. Crossmark, not take back money already paid. No clawbacks. If you already got full, you keep it. White heavy checkmark astrology layer. Energy patterns, not legal prediction. Mercury retrograde. Confusion reversals, mixed messages, delays, bureaucratic misfires. This weekend was textbook. Judge says yes. Appeals says not stopping it. SCOTUS says hold. States start stop undo. Classic Mercury RX miscommunication storm. Trump astro profile. Pluto plus Mars pressure on his ego. Authority. Resource sharing axis. Symbolic manifestations. Hoarding. Punishment. Control via deprivation. Retaliation against the public. Matches. You don't get Snap unless you submit to my terms. His hostility toward Snap, ACA, poor communities, is reflected astrologically as punitive plus vengeful resource domination. Snap astro timeline. Snap's inception cycle, 1939, aligns with Saturn, Neptune dissolution plus restructuring. Critical dates. Period. Meaning, November 2025. Confusion plus procedural chaos. December 2025. Deprivation breakdown. February 2026. Final contraction. March 2026. Restructuring plus reset. So yes, astro matches. Snap chaos collapse rebuild March 2026. The legal plus political plus astro timelines are remarkably consistent. White heavy checkmark big picture summary with dates. Date. Event. November 7th, 2025. Full snap ordered later paused by Jackson. November 8th to 9th. USDA tells states to halt full rollout. NOV 10? Waiting for First Circuit ruling. 2 days after ruling. Jackson pause auto expires. November 2025. Most likely partial snap. December 2025. Most likely NO snap. February 2026. Collapse plus legal fights. March 2026. Major reset potential new funding structure. White heavy checkmark though why? Trump doesn't want to pay. USDA using legal cover. Court stalled. Shutdown equals zero budget flexibility. Politics plus personal vengeance. Mercury retrograde confusion. He clearly has. $40 billion for Argentina. $350 million for ballroom repairs, but not $7 per day per American who needs food. It's punitive and intentional. White heavy checkmark final takeaway. November. Most likely partial snapful still possible, but window shrinking daily. December. Most likely zero snap courts cannot rescue fast enough. Astrology. Chaos now collapse reset by March 2026. The system is temporarily broken, and the executive branch seems to prefer using Snap as leverage against the public.
There you go, guys. So if you got something for November, be happy about it. If you didn't, you're going to get some partial payment, and you're probably not going to see anything from December. That's really it in summary. Okay, things need to basically break down before they can be repaired fully, which doesn't seem likely until February or March of 2026. That's when basically it just resets, okay? And people realize that this is pretty serious. Not that it's not serious now, but serious where it's destroying America, the U.S. So, yeah, so that's it.